At this very moment, most of you know who you are, who you identify as, and what you stand for. Almost each and every one of us in this room has been given the opportunity to flourish as individuals. However, we must recognize that there are people who follow paths less traveled who have not yet been given this opportunity to its fullest. We must acknowledge that a significant portion of people, just like us, are unsure of who they are, who they identify as, and are scared to stand up for themselves or come out of hiding. Honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen, they will continue to be unable to do so without our help, unless we recognize the struggles they face so that we do not become a part of the problem. Transgender people are amongst the most scrutinized and objectified of the LGBTQ community. LGBTQ stands for the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer alliance. Transgender people identify as a gender other than the one they were assigned at birth. They are perhaps the most oppressed of the LGBTQ community. Day-to-day life in the public eye has proven to be quite difficult for transgender individuals for multiple reasons, which has not been encouraging for closeted individuals who have yet to set themselves free of the unnecessary burden of hiding their true identity. I would like to take a moment to put this into perspective for individuals in the audience who are skeptical of even the idea of somebody being transgender. As mentioned previously, you have most likely established who you are as an individual. But what if you had been born into a body belonging to a gender opposite to the one you're in now? You, the exact same soul, trapped in a body that doesn't truly feel like your own. That's what it feels like when you're unable to speak your truth, due to being habitually subjected to society's degrading behavior towards you. Many of these people are being kept from accessing their basic human rights, such as right to life, freedom from torture, and freedom of speech, only to name a few. My focus is on the ongoing battle when it comes to their use of public facilities. This has been a hot topic of discussion since the state of Virginia in the United States passed a bill in 2017 which restricted their washroom use, restricted public washroom use by transgender people, which then caused public outrage, and rightly so. So why is bathroom use such a hot topic? Many people have safety concerns. Politicians have used this issue to gain more supporters and undeniably giving them more power. I have a quote that I'd like to share with you all, courtesy of transgender advocate Steph Sanyati. The number one thing you have to understand about these laws is that they are absolutely not about the safety of women. These laws are popping up so that politicians can rally people against a vulnerable victim. Politicians know that if you can get people to collectively hate something, you have a strong base. You have a strong group of people that can follow you, promote you, and push you into places of power. If the issue is women's safety in public washrooms, it should be noted that 0 cases reported have shown any type of sexual violence or violence in general committed by transgender people in these facilities. However, a startling number of cases reported consisted of transgender people being sexually assaulted or violently assaulted in restrooms. Now, my question to you is, who then should actually be afraid? The truth is, transgender people have been using the same washroom as you for a long time, and you've just never noticed. My point is that this isn't anything new, and people are just stirring the pot. The other truth is, if someone really wanted to commit a horrendous crime such as rape, a sign on the washroom door labeled men or women wouldn't stop them. An argument that can often be heard is that people will take advantage of these transgender inclusive facilities in order to pretend that they're transgender so that they can enter a washroom of their choice so that they can assault people. There are very few cases of this occurring. I have here yet another quote from Steph Sanyati. As with any law, you cannot use the exception to dictate your choice. These attackers are the exception, not the rule. Some people's solution to this issue is that transgender people should have their own transgender washrooms. But this defeats the entire purpose. These people want to integrate into our society, and they will not be integrating into our society if they are continuously segregated into their own washrooms. In conclusion, their goal is to be able to identify and be perceived as the gender of their choosing. So if people are going to continue to group them into a category they don't want to be in, or shouldn't be in for that matter, there's no progress being made, and that's a real shame. People are killing their own people, and some are just killing themselves. So as a society, let's focus on what's important. Educate yourselves and educate the people around you to make this world a more just, inclusive, and respectful place, and overall more suited for everyone. Thank you.